Hello everyone! In this video I will explain something to you about substituting. First of all, I will explain what is meant by substituting. After that I will show you how you can substitute when there are two variables, which will allow you to, for instance, find the intersection between two graphs. And after that I will show you how you can do this when there are three variables. And this will allow you to write the formula in a way that you're used to, because after substituting there will only be two variables left. So first of all, what is substituting? Substituting in the most basic form is something you already know. Because let's say you've got this formula, 3x plus 4 equals y, and you're being told that x equals 7. Then the most simple form of substituting is simply putting this into the formula. Putting that 7 where the x was, we replace the x by 7. And of course, we have to put a times in between, but then you've substituted x for 7. 3 times 7 plus 4 equals y. What we will learn is how to do this in a similar way when we've actually got a formula there. So instead of x equals 7, we've got x equals 2y plus 2. We can do the exact same thing. We know that x equals 2y plus 2, so instead of the x in the first formula, we can write 2y plus 2 there. Again, we have to put the times back, and because it was 3 times x, it has to be 3 times 2y plus 2, the entire thing. So we have to put brackets there as well. This is essentially what is meant by substituting. And by properly substituting, you always end up with one variable less than you had before. So let's work out this example with two variables. I will use the same two formulas as before. Y equals 3x plus 4 and x equals 2y plus 2. So the first step is to put that 2y plus 2 in the first formula. We know that it is x, so we can put 2y plus 2 in place of the x. If we don't forget the brackets, it will then look like this. Now, if you want to find the intersection between these two lines, because both formulas can represent a line, then we simply have to solve this equation now. First off, we have to get rid of those brackets, because with brackets we can't solve the equation. You can use a multiplication table for this. 3 times 2y plus 2, or you can use what I call the banana method. 3 has to be multiplied by both of these things. In both cases you find 6y plus 6, so y equals 6y plus 6 plus 4, or shortened 6y plus 10. Now it's simply a matter of solving this using the balance method. So we first do minus 6y to get minus 5y equals 10, and then we divide by 5 to get y equals minus 2. Now to get the intersection, which is a set of coordinates, we simply fill this into the second formula, because that will tell us what x is, and then we've got our coordinates. So x equals 2 times minus 2 plus 2, which is minus 4 plus 2, so coincidentally also minus 2. So our two graphs intersect at minus 2, minus 2. This is how you do it with two variables, but how about three variables? For this I will use these two formulas. Y equals 3x plus 4, again just like before, but now x equals 8 minus 5z. And as you see, we now have three variables, x, y and z. And you may now be asked to express y in terms of z. So to get a formula that has the form y equals something with z. So clearly we have to get rid of that x. To get rid of that x in the formula with y, we can simply substitute the second formula into the first. Where it says x in the first formula, we can write 8 minus 5z. then it looks like this. Y equals 3 times 8 minus 5z plus 4. We want to write the formula in a way that is as simple as possible, so we get rid of the brackets. And then we get 24 minus 15z plus 4, or completely simplified, y equals 28 minus 15z. Now we have substituted using 3 variables, and as you see, we just have one formula left, which looks the way we would like it. Just 2 variables. We could plot a graph. We could calculate different things with it. And it contains the combined information of both of those previous formulas. This was the last video in this linear equations series, and I hope you have learned something from it and that you have been able to apply it in your exercises.